Hi everyone, this is Miss Skelly. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to access assistive technology. Assistive technology is technology that can help you with accessing things that you may have for any reason difficulty accessing independently. So today's assistive technology is going to go over how to access text-to-speech features, aka getting something to get read out loud to you from your computer, and speech-to-text features, aka dictation, aka you talk into the computer and it writes down what you're saying. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do text-to-speech, and I'm going to show you how to do speech-to-text through Microsoft Word. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to do text-to-speech, i.e. get your computer to read out loud to you by copying and pasting text from a browser into Microsoft Word. So, for example, let's say that your teacher assigns you an article to read and questions that you need to answer after reading that article. So let's say you get an article assigned to you about how stress is affecting parents right now during this time of school closure. So let's say you're looking at this article and you're like, okay, this is a little bit tough, or maybe you just think this is a really long article and you don't feel like reading the whole thing yourself. Well, rather than skipping it, you can copy the text. So let's say I want to copy just this top section of the text. I highlight it so that it's blue usually. Sometimes that's a different color depending on the browser. And right click, do not left click, right click on your mouse pad. And then you're going to click copy. And then you're going to open up a Word document. Now, I have Word pinned to my taskbar, but what you can do is either search Word in your search bar over here on the left, and usually you have to scroll all the way down to W, or you can type in Word right in that search bar down at the bottom left, and then open up the new app. It has to be desktop Word. It cannot be off of Office 365 or OneDrive, because that will not have the extra functions that I'm showing you right now. So I open a blank document and then I paste. So I can paste by doing Control V, or I can right click again and then just click my first clipboard option. So now once I have it pasted and I'm ready to get it read to me, I'm going to click on Review up on this heading. So normally we're in the home bar. We want to go to the review menu. Review has read aloud right there. I can't just click it. I do have to highlight what I want it to read. Once I highlight something, it will keep reading until I tell it to stop. So let's say I just want that first paragraph. I'm going to click read out loud. So I do want to make sure that I have my sound going on. Screen share, share computer sound. All right, so now I am reading the text aloud.
CNN, just as prior generations were deeply affected by the Great Depression, the assassinations of Martin Luther King and the Kennedys, and the horrors of 9/11, the COVID-19 pandemic may well be the defining moment in the lives of today's children.
So once I highlight it, it reads what I highlighted. If I want it to read the whole thing, I highlight everything. Now I can also skip along and
CNN, just as prior generations were deeply affected by,
and pause in that taskbar. I also have settings, so I can change the speed and I can change the voice. So let's say I want Microsoft Zira. Okay, let's find out how she sounds like. Highlight, play.
CNN, just as prior generations were deep. That's why we owe it to our children.
So I just skipped over to the next paragraph. I can stop it by clicking X right there. And then my speech to text, my read aloud will stop at that point. So that's how we do it in Word. So now let's say that I want to read a PDF document. Well, PDFs have a different way of reading. So most PDFs will have the capacity to read out loud to you. So let's say your teacher's like, okay, this is the short story about whatever that you're going to read today, and you have questions to answer about it. So to get a PDF to read out loud to you, you have a couple of steps. First, you have to click on View right in this top left. So you have File, Edit, go to View. You're going to go all the way down to read out loud. You highlight and hover over it, and then it brings up the menu. You're going to activate read out loud. That doesn't start reading yet. Then you have to go to View again, bring up that read out loud menu, and then click read this page only or read to the end of the document. Once you do that, it will read out loud to you, and then you can click pause and stop after by going back into this menu or using the key commands that they show you right here. So I'm going to start reading this page only, and then I'll let it read, and then I'll stop it.
Workout plan. Warm-up/mobility. Think about quality of motion and performing each motion deliberately, as this will help you warm up properly. Try to get to full range of motion on each warm-up exercise.
So I paused it, and I can go back in and stop it. I can deactivate it altogether. I have a lot of different ways of working through that. So the one difference between this and Microsoft Word is it does not highlight each word as you go along. So it's a little bit more difficult to follow, but it is still a way to get the text to be read out loud to you. And so now the last way I have of doing a read out loud is to use Microsoft Forms. So Microsoft Forms might be something your teacher might create an assignment for you on Microsoft Forms. And it might have questions in it. It might have text that you have to read. So it has a read out loud function built into it. So it is something that you would access through Office 365 on your web browser. And then just clicking the immersive reader button, which looks like a book with a little volume button on it, will bring you to a page where it will read out loud to you. So you just let it load, and then you can adjust your voice settings. Again, you can pick your voice, you can pick your speed, and you click the play button to get it to start reading.
COVID-19, what do you know about it? This is from the assignment that I sent on Monday, March 16th.
And you pause it whenever you want it to pause, and then you can go back to the assignment to scroll down and answer questions. The nice thing about this is that at any point that there's text, you can use that immersive reader function, and it will bring you to a place where you can get speech to text, or text to speech rather, so the text will get read out loud to you. So those are the 3 different speech to text methods. Now what I'm going to show you, or text to speech methods, where you can get stuff read out loud. Now I'm going to show you how to get stuff how to dictate things, how to get your Word program to write what you're saying. So I'm going to go back into that Word document that I had opened, and I'm going to start dictating. Now to dictate, you're going to go to the home bar. So on your home menu, you should have this little voice guy right here. And it says dictate. So once I click that, it will start activating, and then anything I say, it will record. So let's say I'm writing an essay of mice and men, and I want to have my intro sentence be, in the book of Mice and Men, many characters had conflicts with each other. So instead of having to type all that out, I can just click dictate. In the book of Mice and Men, many of the characters had conflicts with each other, period. So sometimes you can see a little bit of issues. You can change that back to a period. Sometimes it will see that as punctuation, sometimes it won't, but then it allows you to just have to go back in and edit instead of having to write everything and then edit afterwards. So I can go in and change the title to capitals, I can italicize it, I can add in more punctuation as I see fit, but it's something to get started with. It's there for your first draft option, so then you don't have to work as hard on generating text. You can work more on your editing. So these are the methods that you have right at your fingertips for speech to text and text to speech, that will let you have access a little bit easier to some of the stuff that you have to do from home, where you might not have access to as immediate supports as you're used to in school. All right.